Teachers, we're talking cell phones in the classroom. And today we're checking in with one of the largest districts in the country. Now, they've gone to a total cell phone ban as of this recording. And as you can see here in the headline, no major hitches on day one without cell phones in the LA Unified Public School System. Now, here you can see what they're using. This is a Yonder pouch. That's the pouch students put their phones in. And this is the magnet, the mechanism that's used to open up the pouch at the end of the day. So, pretty interesting results here as we go through this. Says a cell phone ban covering some 800 schools took effect Tuesday in the Los Angeles Unified School District, eliciting a mix of reactions, but no reports of major problems. That's amazing. That is amazing. Check this out. This quote from this 11-year-old. I think it's a good thing for everyone's education, said Kaya Tiano, an 11-year-old sixth grader at Walter Reed Middle School in Studio City. They should be more focused for learning and lessons than on their phones. Excellent. Hats off to Kaya there. Awesome. Kaya, I agree with you. So, like I said, this is the second largest school district in the country. Now, check this out. This cell phone ban also applies to smartwatches and any device that can send messages, receive calls, or scroll the internet. They're not playing around in this district. And if you're a teacher, you love that. Phones can be used on buses to school, but are not allowed during lunch or breaks. Oh my gosh, what are those poor children supposed to do during lunch or when they're walking through the hallways? I mean, they're going to have to talk to their friends. Oh my gosh. Oh, think of the children. We can't do this. No, I love it. I love it. Nothing wrong with having a good face-to-face conversation with a friend. Each campus decided whether to use an honor system or, if not, how the devices would be stored or locked up. We're going to talk about that in a minute. The consequences for violations are not clearly spelled out. I don't like that. But the ban is broader and took effect sooner than the deadline under the California Phone Free Schools Act. Under that law, the state's 1,000 school districts, charter schools, and county education offices must draft student cell phone policies by July 1st, 2026, and administrators can opt for limiting rather than outright banning cell phone use, as in LA Unified. Now, as of Tuesday afternoon, as this is the day it went into effect, the school board president said he'd receive only 4 recent emails expressing concerns, suggesting to him that most parents were coming around, and even though some had concerns. That is amazing. Like, could it be that the country is shifting in this direction? Because I've always thought that it is best that this decision was a top-down decision, meaning it's out of the building principal's hand. The superintendent is taking that on. We're banning phones. If you have a problem, parents, direct those concerns to me, as opposed to leaving it to just the individual schools to decide what they're going to do. So I really like this. I think that this is the way it works. What I don't like, what I'm not a fan of, is this right here. This is where it can all fall down. The consequences are not clearly spelled out, because I can tell you as an administrator, administrators don't like to be boxed into a corner in terms of, if student A does this, then you must do that. Administrators don't necessarily like that, because sometimes there are those gray areas, and administrators like to have that flexibility, myself included, when I had the job. Now, I know teachers teach, and definitely when I had the job as teacher, like, this student did this, so administrator, I want you to do that. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that, because there will be students that go against the policy. They're just going to do it, and it's going to be up to administrators to determine how they're going to respond in a way that sends the message to the student and shows teachers that they're not playing around when it comes to instruction time and how serious they are as it relates to students breaking the rules and interfering with in instruction time with their cell phones. So we'll keep an eye on that, but that's pretty good news so far that there hasn't been a whole lot of pushback from parents and community members about that. So we'll keep an eye on it. So that's our story for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.